The camera pans over the glossy marble floors of the Sterling Heights corporate tower, the biggest, busiest building in the city. Employees move like clockwork, heels clicking, ties swinging, phones buzzing. But in the middle of that polished chaos, a little girl, about 6, runs barefoot through the lobby, her pink backpack half open, her face streaked with tears. "Someone help, please!" she screams, her tiny voice echoing. "They're hurting my mom! She's dying!" People stop. A few glance, whisper, but no one moves. Not one executive, not one security guard, until a janitor, kneeling beside a mop bucket, looks up. His grey uniform is wrinkled, his hands rough, but his eyes, calm, sharp, alert, lock onto the girl. He drops the mop. "Where is she?" he asks. The little girl sobs, pointing toward the parking garage. "They beat my mom, please hurry." Without hesitation, the janitor runs. That moment would soon reveal a secret that would shake the entire company and change every life inside that building forever. When the janitor, known only as Mr. Rafiq, burst into the dim parking garage, the air smelled of oil and fear. A woman lay motionless near a car, her blouse torn, her face swollen. 2 men in suits, big, cold-eyed, stood over her. One held her phone, the other whispered into his earpiece. Rafiq didn't speak. He just moved. In a blur, the first man lunged. But Rafiq ducked, twisted his arm, and sent him crashing against the concrete wall. The second reached for a weapon, but Rafiq's kick sent it flying. Within seconds, both were on the ground, groaning, unable to move. He knelt beside the woman, checking her pulse, his movements quick, precise. Not like a janitor, but like someone trained for crisis. "Stay with me," he murmured, pressing her neck lightly to stop the bleeding. "You'll be fine. Breathe." The little girl ran up sobbing, "Mummy!" Rafiq tore his shirt, wrapped her mother's wound, and spoke softly. His tone controlled but filled with something deeper, compassion mixed with pain. "Call the ambulance." He told a guard who had finally arrived, stunned by the scene. "Tell them it's urgent." By the time paramedics came, the 2 attackers had vanished, and the woman, though barely conscious, was alive. That woman was Alina Sterling, CEO of Sterling Heights Corporation, and the little girl, her daughter Lily. When Rafiq stood up, sweat glistening on his forehead, everyone stared at him like he was a ghost. No one could believe that the quiet janitor, the man who swept the halls every night, had fought off armed men and saved the company's CAO. But Elena's trembling hand reached for his. "You saved us?" she whispered before losing consciousness. Rafiq only replied, "No, ma'am, I just did what anyone should do." Yet deep inside he knew no one else would have done it. The next morning, whispers spread through the building like wildfire. "Did you hear what the janitor did?" "He fought off 2 men. He used military moves." Some called it a miracle. Others thought it was a lie. But Elena woke up in the hospital and demanded to see him. When Rafiq walked in, humble and silent, she looked at him differently, not as an employee, but as a mystery. "Oh, are you really?" she asked softly. He hesitated, then sighed. Just a man who's made mistakes and trying to make peace with them. Her eyes searched his face. "That's not all. You fought like a soldier." He looked away. "Once was. Special Forces. Lost my unit in a mission that went wrong. After that, I couldn't wear the uniform again. So, I cleaned floors instead." For a moment, silence filled the room. Only the beeping heart monitor broke it. Elena's voice trembled. "You saved me and my daughter. I owe you my life." He shook his head. You owe me nothing. Just be there for her. She needs you. But Lily, the little girl, peeked from behind the curtain, holding a crayon drawing. You're my hero, she said shyly. Can you be my friend too? Rafiq smiled, the kind of smile that hides years of pain behind it. Always. Days later, investigators found out the attack wasn't random. It was a corporate setup. Someone inside the company had hired those men to silence Elena, who was about to expose massive corruption. When the truth came out, Rafiq was called in for questioning again, but this time not by the police, by Elena herself. I need someone I can trust, she said firmly. Not just to clean floors, but to clean out the rot inside this company. Rafiq frowned. Ma'am, I'm not. Yes. You are, she interrupted. You're the only one who didn't walk away when a child begged for help. He looked at her, uncertain. And if they come after you again? Elena's eyes softened. Then I hope you'll still be around. The weeks later, the janitor's uniform was gone. In its place, a suit, a badge, and a title head of internal security. People whispered again, but this time with respect. The man who once mopped the floors now guarded the company and its CEO, with quiet strength. But what truly mattered to him wasn't the title, nor the gratitude. It was the sight of little Lily running down the hallway every morning, her laughter echoing. Because in her eyes, he wasn't a janitor or a soldier or a hero. He was the man who cared when no one else did. And sometimes that's all it takes to change a life, and a world built on pride and indifference. Moral message: never judge someone by their uniform. The strongest souls often hide behind the simplest roles. Compassion, courage, and humility are worth more than any title. Because heroes are not born from power, but from heart.